Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
The sun hangs heavy over the Valley of the Setting Sun. The Valley of the Setting Sun is a Scion Second Edition game set in Phoenix, Arizona, and starring Craig as Sir Nicholas, Slavek as Jesse, and Mitch as Gary. Join our heroes as they adjust to their new powers and navigate the tangled roots of the Scion community. Will our heroes be able to achieve their destinies, or will their bones be left to dry under the desert sun? You can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night, where you can find a link to our Discord. Welcome everyone to the second session of Scion, the Valley of the Setting Sun. So we last left off with our band of heroes as they just got told where they could find a translator for the inscriptions and various runes on the briefcase they found. And they have been told to find a woman called Theophania Jones. All right, so we're going to start off with Sir Nicholas.
So we're just still by the lake?
Yes, you're still right by the Tempe Town Lake. You just got told where to go.
Yeah, I mean, we could just pick it up like right when we're just waiting in our office or something.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna cut to the office of Theophania Jones. You drove off, and the address she gave you. It's a very nice place in Scottsdale. Actually, it's the richer part of the valley. And so it's a part of an office complex. There's a little placard on like a lobby sign saying, Dr. Theophania Jones, marriage counselor for like third floor.
So we climb the stairs and Nicholas opens the door for Jesse to walk in carrying a briefcase, and we approach the receptionist desk.
Hello, yes. Do you have an appointment? It's a young woman.
Well, Nicholas looks at Jesse's like, yes. Well, no, we would like to make one though. It's kind of urgent. And
yeah, like real urgent. Like, can we make an appointment in like 20 seconds?
Hmm.
Or make it now.
She like pulls out like a agenda, like a little calendar thing. You happen to be in luck. There is a vacancy very soon, actually.
Sure. Yeah, my friend and I would really like to talk to the doctor about some issues we've been having.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, please take a seat right there, and she should be free in about 5 minutes.
So Nicholas sits down and looks at like Greek World Monthly and like turns to Jesse and says, I think she might think we're gay.
Really? We might give her that idea. And he sort of takes a look at the Greek Monthly.
Yeah, it's full of just, men, women, women, men and men, all combinations everywhere going on in that magazine.
Yeah, Jesse just takes out Gormangundr and starts like petting him.
At least we got an appointment.
It's true.
All right, so yeah, time. You awkwardly sit there and just peruse your magazine full of just sculpted Greek people.
I mean, man, if only Gary was here, that would make this. I don't know if that would make this more awkward or less awkward.
And as you say that, the office door opens and you see a man and a woman walk out. The woman looks, she looks 30s, got a professional suit on, and the man he's got like a very well dressed, but got like a hood up. His skin's really pale, and he looks towards you, and he sees Jesse, and you see like a bit of like recognition flash through his face. He sort of like bows a little bit towards Jesse and says something in Norse.
Do I understand him?
And I will say, I don't think you do. The snake does though, and it just sort of it hisses something back to him in Norse. So then, the pale man like stands back up and like walks out with his presumably girlfriend or something, arm in arm.
What was that all about?
I sort of take a look at Gormangundr and like quizzically, put my eyebrow up.
Yes, Dark Elf wanted to pay homage to the Acer. They can see there is the snake pauses for like a right word, a scent to you that others of your can smell.
I mean, we could all smell him.
All right. Well, guess our appointment's up.
Yes, Dr. Jones will see you now. Do you walk into the office?
Yeah, stand up, walk in.
By the way, do you still have the sword on you?
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, snake
And I have the bow.
snake and a sword. Nothing allegorical about that at all.
Nothing phallic at all. No,
So yeah,
but
as you walk in, you see there's a woman like her late 20s sitting at the desk. She's got like a whole bunch of papers, doctorate degree on the wall, a couple of books, a couple of bookshelves in the office in the corners. She's an African American woman. Her hair and her clothes they look a bit disheveled. It's just like her hair has been a couple of days without washing. And her clothes are a bit wrinkled. It's like a nice pantsuit, but it's still a bit wrinkled in places. But you could definitely see she still gives off this air of just like professionalism. It's like, hello, yes, I've been Jesse and Nicholas, and
Yeah,
she looks
Nicholas.
at the snake and she looks at the sword. I think I can guess. You can. So yes, sit down and just. So what has been troubling you?
Nicholas looks at Jesse and then looks at her and, well, I'm sure you get this all the time.
Yes, go on.
I mean, my friend and I have, this thing we got to do together. And I don't know, we were having a hard time getting it through. And I talked to my aunt and she mentioned that you've really helped people like us in the past.
Yes. So can I just, please don't be afraid to. This is a confidential area, so please. Tell me? Which pantheons do you belong to? It help us if you need to clear out the air, because I know sometimes different cultural values can cause for some conflict in couples just because of how they were raised, how the different values each one belongs. Some things are taboo and others, some things are not. So it just helps everyone if we just air this out, if that's not too much trouble.
Couples? He sort of looks at Nick.
I mean, we used to work together.
Oh, excuse me. Are you not here for couples counseling then?
Oh, I suppose we should show her the thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is this?
Nick?
She just quirks an eyebrow at you.
Nicholas reaches down and pulls the briefcase that was between the two of them and sets it on the table.
Yes.
We found this thing, and well, like I said, my aunt recommended your services as someone who could possibly make sense of some of these runes.
And then she leans back in her chair a bit, and she just sort of her attitude shifts from just absolute professional to sort of just much more casual. She's like, I see you want my services as a translator.
I suppose.
Yes. Well, please, in the future, if you do want to come to me for counseling, I'm always open. That is primarily my purpose here. But yes, I will take a look at it.
I don't think I can afford your counseling services.
And then she gives you another look and say, you might not, I admit. But still, don't be afraid to come to me. There's a lot more fiction that is caused between when a part of the supernatural community and the immortals become more involved. It's tragic, but I make it my mission to help love flourish where it can. All right. So yeah, she takes the briefcase and she sort of looks it over. I was like, oh. And you see her lips sort of mouth words in various different languages. She said, where did you get this?
Is it important?
Well, this is several kinds of magic, and this is something prophecy-ish, almost. She points to a line saying, here it says, the Father of Knives may not pass these wars until the end of September.
What could that mean?
Yeah. It means that someone called the Father of Knives may not open this, or whatever. It may not be opened until that day comes. And she looks at the calendar, which is in 5 days from now.
Is she saying September's in 5 days? Or?
No, the end of September is in 5 days.
Oh.
Fudge.
Do we know of anything about Father of Knives? What that could possibly be?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, give me an occult / intellect.
Right, so the 1 die then.
Dice. 2 dice. Okay. We're the pros here on all manner of the occult, apparently. Okay, so 1 success.
1 success, okay. And nothing for Craig.
I'll just add that to our momentum just so we don't actually forget this mechanic.
Yeah, it's a very useful mechanic when you get used to it. All right, so yeah, with just one success, it's something old. Yeah, it's like old, very, very old. That's pretty much all you know about it. It's something old.
God damn it, that's like everything here. Well, it sounds pretty old, but no idea.
And you see Dr. Jones says, yeah, no, this is odd. And then she like looks, and this is just various directions and instructions for how how it's protecting the briefcase from harm, from like supernatural and mortal harm. And then right as she says that, the door bursts open, and in walks in Francisco, your old friend.
Oh, is this the guy that Gary tried hitting on?
Yes. Hello, first he says, "How's my favorite daughter of?" Oh.
Hey, dude.
Hi.
Hello. Let any other murderers go? Or was it just that one time?
Just the once, I think.
Making a habit out of it.
And he's like, just saunters over to like the desk and sits on it. Is like, well, I gotta say, my dear Theophania, I don't think you should be taking these men's business. Might be bad for your health. I mean, for all who knows, they might just let the next murderer who comes waltzing in, just let them go.
I'm pretty sure we're dealing with love affairs of Scions is much more dangerous than whatever it is we're doing right now.
And then you see, like, Dr. Jones sort of, like, leans back away from Francisco's like, yes, hello, Francisco. I thought I asked you to not barge in during work hours. In fact, I thought I told you just to not barge into my life, period. And Francisco, he just, like, turns to her, like, a smug grin on his face. He's just like, oh, but, I just can't help it. How would I get through life without knowing my favorite daughter Aphrodite was out there unbothered by life? It's just not fair, You being out there without me by your side. Just think of what we could do. And then Dr. Jones just sort of like looks at you, saying like, flashes her eyes towards Francisco.
I'm gonna like put my hand on Francisco's hand and use lover's intuition.
Okay, what are you asking?
I want to know who is the character romantically involved with.
Okay, with who he's romantically involved with, that gives you a whole list of like just people in like your head. So oddly enough, Theophania is not one of them.
So I'll turn to Francisco and says, "She's your favorite? What about and list like 3, 4, 5, 10 of the names off."
And then Francisco, without missing a beat, he just goes, well, it's always the things you can't get that are the best, Well, actually, no, I suppose. You wouldn't really know about that, would you? He just sort of like sniffs the air. I can smell the virgin on you a mile away.
Jesse just sort of clears his throat.
So, and then he stops and like looks at the sword and at the snake. Oh, wonderful. So, tell me, who is your dear mommy or daddy? Who is the one letting you prance around with those little toothpicks?
Out of curiosity, was Nimue's name on that list?
No.
Okay.
And then Francisco sort of like walks up and like sort of like tries to loom over you. Know this. I'd say keep an eye out because I'm going to be spreading your names around, and I might not know exactly who you're with or who begot you, but I'm willing to bet someone out there doesn't like you for that. It's just going to be a matter of telling enough people, and they'll find you. So please, make it entertaining for me. I'm going to ask them to record it when they find you down and might kill you.
Jesse will sort of raise his arms. Gentlemen, if we're going to do this, you can just pull him out and compare him.
And then Francisco is like, well, if you insist. He goes to like remove his belt.
Nick's just like staring dumbly at him like this whole thing.
Jesse
sort of starts laughing. and
at that point, Theophania Jones is like, no. And she just stands up, slamming her hands down her chest, like, this is a professional office. If you're going to take this, please do this outside, or else just leave.
That's a felony.
He's a demigod. Who cares? So yeah, at that, Francisco just one last just sees mockingly salutes, and he just walks off.
And like as soon as the door slams, Nicholas kind of snaps through. He's like, "Well, make sure you spell my name right." Like a second too late.
And then like Dr. Jones just turns to you and says, This is why I consider myself with love affairs. This is why does everyone have to get all in the death threats and death vows and sworn vengeances? God damn it.
It's part of the fun.
And then she just stares at you at that.
We're very sorry about that. We did not know he was going to be here.
Neither did I.
I imagine neither did he until we actually decided to come here.
Yes, so it seems you brought a bit of a misfortune for everyone involved.
It's what we do.
Wonderful. All right. So, yes. Where was I? Oh, yes.
It's ancient. It's old.
Yes. And then she I think I do remember reading something about this. She goes over to her bookshelves, which look at a bunch of texts of just historic stuff. And then she looks through it, and then she catches herself doing this. Wait, what am I? I'm not a. She puts the book down, steps back. She's like, okay, I translated it for you. So unless you have any relationship issues, I feel like my thing is done here, okay? I do not want to get involved with your questing, whatever the hell it is.
But you're already involved. Fate brought us together.
I swear to God, if my mother finds out about this. Okay. All right, yeah, you have a point. I learned the hard way what happens when you try to go against fate. All right, so... And then she goes back to the book much more hesitantly this time. So, yeah, what's on your minds right now? She pours over the tomes and texts. You just got basically a death threat from another Scion saying, yeah, I'm going to find someone out there who probably doesn't like it because of what your parents did.
Sir Nicholas feels that since he didn't really say anything, he didn't give him much ammo, but he already kind of made peace with the one other Scion that he knows about that might take issue to his heritage, for the moment at least.
Well, Jesse's sort of really leaning into the audacity part of the Acer, so he's kind of ready to meet the challenge head on,
So he's definitely he's much more of the he's wanting the challenge so he can put on top of it.
Exactly, he wants to spit in the face of fate and come out better for it.
All right, yeah. So yeah, Dr. Jones, after pouring over the books a bit, says I found something. It's very very old. It's we don't really know what exactly just fragments of this really old religion. We're talking possibly pre-Egyptian, pre-Mesopotamian.
Sir Nicholas leans over the desk to try to look what she's looking at.
And it's written in a language you can't really understand. It's old, Latin or something. And she just continues saying, yeah, it's saying the father of knives was... It's unclear whether it was a person or... Well, they just say, the father of knives gave birth, was the first knife, the first act of violence with a knife or something, way back when, with the obsidian.
Like a Cain and Abel type thing?
Yes. But it doesn't really, of course, depend on who you ask about that. Am I saying, yes, we're talking like that, yeah.
So it's either very literal, which is very possible, or very allegorical, which is also equally as possible.
Yes, so I can't tell you for certain whether or not the Father of Knives is a person who will open this thing, or if it's an actual knife that will be used once this case is opened. It could be either or.
Nicholas kind of sits back into the chair and kind of looks deep in thought for a bit. He's actually considering all the coincidences he's been a part of, and some peaks in the back of his head about the pieces of Excalibur, and he's just thinking about it. It's that's gotta figure into this somehow, but he just can't think of how it could be. So he's just thinking on it.
All right, so yeah. And then Dr. Jones says, okay, I've done my research for you. You've got your next clue, or whatever it is you do with your quest thing. So Now, unless there's anything else, please leave.
So you are good at deciphering ancient languages?
I'm just good at languages. All of them.
Could you read this? And Nick kind of points to the hilt of his sword. I tried reading it one time and it just hurt my head.
Okay, she takes the sword. She looks at it and she says, okay, it's saying that it's supposed to be passed down at some point. It's like a chain, almost like a part of a long chain of owners. It's supposed to clash with Durandal.
Would Sir Nicholas know Durandal?
I would say, yeah, you'd probably know that. Just out of talking with your knights.
Yeah, so Durandal is the name of Roland from Chad Roland to the Dark Tower game, and like Charlemagne.
For those listening, Roland is one of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne, which are sort of like the French version of King Arthur and his knights, except with more history behind it.
So upon hearing that, like Sir Nicholas kind of just like stands up for a second, like kind of astonished. Really? Like, does it say who's supposed to wield it?
You think they would add that, but no. Sword prophecies and all, they never say who it's. They just say the sword. It's telling you like details about the sword itself, not about the owners.
But this is a future thing, isn't it?
Well, since you asked me that, I'm gonna say yes.
Sir Nicholas sighs and like he's thinking to himself what he could have possibly end up doing to piss off such a legendary knight.
Well, all right. So yeah, something. Brave of heart, dazzling, knock them back. Yeah, it's just something. She like tries to not to be blasé about it. She's like, yeah, it's prophecy stuff. I don't know how much of this I should tell you right now because prophecy things. And that's
Sir Nicholas nods and feels like he had enough prophecy for one day out of it.
So yeah, she hands back the sword and now, please. Anything else? And then she like looks around the room waiting for something else to happen.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Jesse pulls out like a small paper, writes down his number. If you ever feel bored, call me and I'll show you a good time. He sort of winks in his trashy sort of looking biker gang looking way.
She just stares at it for a second and is like, I understand. And then she like opens the drawer in her desk, and if you could look under it, you see like a whole bunch of like little pieces of paper with numbers written on them. Just and
how many of them are Francisco's?
Oh, that is a good question.
You can see several of them, but you can't tell just exactly how many. So yeah, with that, she basically just pushes you out of her office.
Yeah, we leave.
All right, so now. Yeah, you have a better like lead about what the briefcase is supposed to be. So what are you gonna do next?
Father of knives, man. I wish we could just get this guy's name or something, and then we could like, you know what I'm saying, Nick?
Right. That seems a bit better of a plan than just wait 5 days and see what happens.
Yeah, waiting's the worst part. So like. Don't know what it is. Who's it gonna be?
I'll say, if you want, you can give me an intellect and I'll just get this to you. I'll say, if you think about it, you found this briefcase. There's a piece of paper at the Lewis's house that said there was supposed to be a meeting there for the briefcase, but you never really followed up on Mr. Lewis. What was your connection to this?
Yeah, isn't he dead?
Yeah, that was the man. What about his sister?
I mean, we know where she lives.
Yeah, you do know that, and you also know that there was another redheaded woman who dropped off the briefcase. You got her license plate.
Oh, nice. But also, how the hell are we gonna run her license plate? You got any cop friends, Nick, or something?
Oh, we do know the one cop. What was her name?
Detective Alana Johnson.
Oh, she does owe us.
Sure. Let's call in a favor.
All right. So, yeah, are you going to just call Detective Johnson beforehand, or are you going to go there directly?
Let's go personally.
Showing up is something that seems way cooler.
Exactly.
All right.
It's the Scion thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So yeah, you drive down to the police station, to the local thing, and you ask around a bit, and they tell you to go towards the supernatural division, which is in another location. So you head on there, and you arrive up to it's a police building, and you definitely see on the sign saying leading up there saying supernatural division there's a whole bunch of runes and stuff. There's a painted circle around the building, all kinds of iconography around the place.
So it's a own separate building, not a division within a police department.
Correct. Yes.
That might actually be quite dangerous to have it in the middle of the precinct.
So yeah, do you head on in?
Oh yeah.
Suppose, yeah.
Gotta be honest, I already thought I'd be, interned here.
All right, so yeah, you go in and you approach the circle, but you find actually when you drive up to it, you find yourself unable to pass through it just quite so easily. There's a little intercom next to it, a little gate.
There's some sort of invisible force keeping us back.
And there's next to it, there's a little intercom and the thing.
Jesse just beeps it.
Hello.
Hello.
It's Detective Johnson there.
Who is this? Who's asking for her?
Jesse Halverson and Sir Nicholas.
And then you hear a conversation in the background. Okay, we give you permission to enter, and then with that, the feeling of the barrier vanishes.
Nick stumbles forward a little bit because he's trying to lean through and takes a step and is okay, thank you.
So yeah, you walk in, and there's a front desk similar to the office that you were just in, but this time again there's bits of iron hanging from the ceiling. There's again there's still a line painted into the thing right in front of the front desk, and you see the receptionist has has a wearing almost a bulletproof vest, but there's still more symbols on it.
Do we have to step over a big line of salt?
Yes.
Do we have to is there a place where we give up our artifacts or something?
Actually, yes, there is. So yeah, once you hit unfortunately they just point towards a small room saying leave all mythological artifacts in this room.
All right.
Do you think that includes the snake?
Living objects go to the what's a word for it? Stables.
Well, Gormanganator, looks like you'll have to stay in the stables. Try not to eat too many horses. And I just let him assume his massive form.
So yeah, the snake just. How big is his true form?
I'd say 15 meters, maybe.
So yeah, basically the snake heads off, and then you see the snake just doesn't seem to end as it just slowly slithers and growing in size as it goes down through the hallway down to the stables.
So it takes quite a while for that snake to empty out of the room we're in.
Yes, and the receptionist there just doesn't even bat an eye at this. He's just and then he turns back to his book.
Yeah, Nicholas unbelts his sword, sets it on the steel table, and fills out one of those little cards with his contact information on it.
Yes. So it's Detective Johnson, the receptionist is on the right, fourth door down.
We'll find it.
Well, we have a few things we need to show her. So do we check those here too, or can we just bring them through?
They're not weapons.
And then he says,
we
"Okay."
don't think they're weapons.
Yeah, you don't think they're weapons. The receptionist quirks an eyebrow at that.
We had them checked, and they're not weapons. Okay.
Then at that point, the receptionist gets up, waves his hand over the briefcase, chanting something under his breath. Okay, go on in.
Yeah, and I think Gary still has the vial, right?
Well, Gary's taking a vacation, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, we'll worry about that later. So yeah, you go into the office, and there's Detective Alana Johnson there, just, working at her desk with papers. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, Detective Johnson. Oh, we got a little favor to ask of you.
Do you remember us from that thing?
I remember you from the investigation about Bayamari.
Yeah, nasty stuff. Anyways, we need you to run a license plate for us. Maybe tell us more about the person who owns the car.
At that point, she actually pokes her eyebrow. Was really? Just a license plate, not having to track down someone to kill a goat and nothing like that?
It's never just a license plate.
I mean, barbecue would be nice.
At that point, she's like, oh, That's surprisingly normal. That's a nice change. So yeah, and then I'll just enter that real quick. And then she types on her computer for the license plate. Okay. By the way, I think do you know someone named Gary?
Yeah, he was helping us on this thing. Why?
Because he just pulled in 30 minutes ago for speeding thing. He said he was supposed to meet you guys at some doctor's office.
Let me guess, he was going 80 in a 25 or something.
Try more 70 than 35, but you were close.
Yeah, he's supposed to be helping us on this thing.
All right. She pulls the phone on her desk, bring Gary in. All right. So Gary, you're in the scene now. So yeah, Detective Johnson's okay. So for that license plate, we got you. Yes, it's registered to a Miss Henrietta Irving. So yeah, and she lists off a address. It's some place close in Scottsdale.
Okay, first I gotta ask, what is this bullshit about putting people in on a fucking speeding ticket?
When they have a cell phone connected to the 9 realms, that puts us in our jurisdiction, and protocol is for anything involving supernatural to be brought to the supernatural stations.
I mean, can't he just put it on Bluetooth?
You know, I can't pick the right YouTube video over Bluetooth. You know, sometimes it's Pornhub. I'll admit that.
All right. So, is there anything else you need? Says Detective Johnson.
So we got Henrietta's
address.
Address. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on her in your records?
No criminal records. Date of birth, I think. Yeah, she's 40-something, pretty well dressed. I'm guessing well off because she paid, no tax evasion things.
Even her license plate, license photo looks nice,
and it does too. It looks just like a redheaded woman, striking. It just looks proud in her photo.
All right, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, thanks a bunch. If you need any help, I guess just tell us.
Can I get my keys?
I'll see the sergeant at the front desk. He'll let you have them.
All right.
And we got Gary back. This is turning up to be great.
I guess we file through towards the place where they have her stuff.
As Gary leaves, he'll mutter, "Do you know who my fathers are?"
Yeah, we're in the supernatural precinct, so they're like, everyone says that there.
Yeah, it's just like, I've heard that 5 times already.
Oh, hello again, folks. I'd like to tell you about the Facebook group we run called White Wolf and Onyx Path RPGs, Gameplay and Media. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded? One that won't be drowned out by random posts and discussions, so that your media could get the attention you deserve. The group is specifically run with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. The group is already immense and continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.